Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. We want to end off, we want to start off by talking on the subject of, New Year's, by remembering the Lord, remembering our Creator as touching New Year's Eve, And before we get started, we just want to say that the name of Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, Jehovah Elohim, his name in the Paleo Hebrew is just that, Yahweh, in the name of his only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christos, Jesus Christ of Yahushua. His true name in the Lashman Kodash is Yahweh Shai. When you call upon your power, you want to say Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh means he is, he exists, he is to be. Bahashim means in the name, and Yahweh Shai means he delivers, because he's coming back to deliver his elect. And so, just remembering now thy Creator as touching New Year's. You got that?
Come on, bro, because that's what we got to think about first, all right? Because Jake right now thinking about, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, but they're not thinking about Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, all right? And thinking about if it be his will, because they got it like, I'm going to do this, but it's never, if the Lord allows me to do this. And that's how you should be thinking, all right? So we're going to go with James chapter 4 and 13. It says, go to now, ye that say, today or tomorrow, we will go into such a city and continue there a year and buy and sell and get gain.
Yeah, you could like that until, Jake, that's just not in the right spirit of hastening the coming of Yahweh Shai. They're more focused on the here and now, in order to get their dreams and aspirations, but they're not focusing on what the Lord wants from them in order to bring the destruction to this, place.
That's right. You're focusing on the wrong things, man. Big Shirley's focusing on losing her fupa.
Yeah.
These little gremlins are focused on, going big on their YouTube platform, and things of that nature, man. But that's the wrong spirit to be in. Before any of that, we hoping for Yahweh Shai to come back.
Yeah.
First and foremost, to see the destruction of America and to see the downfall of our enemies. That's where your hope should be at. All right? Not in any of this other carnal stuff, although there's nothing wrong with wanting to lose weight and bettering yourself. But first and foremost, we want this place to be over with, man. We want our captivity to be over with. All right? This is verse 14. It says, whereas ye know not what shall be on the morrow, for what is your life? It is even a vapor that come.
Yeah. Your life at the end of the day is small in aspects of eternity where Yahweh dwells. Yahweh Shai is at, Their time span is outside of, that said rushing by the clock. I gotta get mines before I die, creating generational wealth and stuff.
Yeah.
Bettering yourself by conforming to this world,
That's right.
Nah, you got to remember that you were put upon the earth for a purpose. As an Israelite, you're to represent the Heavenly Father in the proper way. And as an Israelite man, you're, also told to get out here and blow that horn, not to put that spirit of mirth upon our people. All right,
Sure.
But given that the distinct sound of the judgment and, the various prophecies that, you keep hammering in Jake's head so that they can understand that, that horn was blown. Turn to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai.
That's right, Doc.
You got it.
It says, but one thing I want to say, man, life, like it says, is but a vapor. Before you know it, you went from graduating high school to now you're 30 or 40 years old, stuck with payments. All right, we no longer live you know, a couple 100 years. Our life is subject, if you're lucky, to make it to 100. So understanding this, with the time that you do have and the years that you are given, it is best for you to give the time that you have to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right? To be useful. You know, not just to be living like a beast, man. Living for your own flesh's desires. Rather live for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And whatever purpose he has given you, whatever talent he has given you, and to expound on that talent. All right? This is continuing on. It is even a vapor that appeareth for a little time, and then vanisheth away. Like we said, man, it's like you blowing out a candle. That smoke is there for what, man? Maybe like a couple seconds, and then it's gone. That's how this life is, man. Verse 16. But now ye rejoice in your boastings. All such rejoicing is evil.
Yeah, having that said, you know, New Year's resolution type spirit.
Yeah.
Like having a confidence in you being able to prosper and get that White House and a picket fence. That is all, as it says, all that type of boasting is vain.
Yeah.
It's vain, useless, it's pointless. You know? So that is touching this New Year's. You better off remembering that Creator. You know, storing that treasures up in heaven, you know, in hopes of being delivered.
It's beautiful, because the Lord don't care how far you've made it coming from the slums.
Yeah.
You know, you got a Tesla now. The Lord doesn't say, good job.
Yeah.
The Lord don't care about none of that, man.
None of that.
Because so be it if you have a Tesla or whatever, but you've done nothing for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Your works are in vain.
Straight up.
All that time you spent in the office or at the job, putting in blood, sweat, and tears to get whatever materialistic thing the world deems as an accomplishment is nothing in the eyes of the Lord, man.
That's right.
It's nothing but pure vanity.
That's right.
This is verse 16. Reading it again, it says, but now ye rejoice in your boastings. All such rejoicing is evil. It says 17, therefore to him that knoweth to do good and doeth it not, to him it is sin. You know, so if you know what you're supposed to be doing, man, if you know what is the right way, if you know you're supposed to be going down the highways and byways, and you reject to do so because of whatever alternative motive, that's sin, man. To know that you have a job to do as a man, okay, if this truth resonates within you, and you choose not to go out and speak upon it, that's a sin unto you, man. That's you hiding that talent. And that's between you and the Lord to figure out what the Lord's going to do to you about that, man. We could get the next one.
Yeah, you want to get that Matthews first? The one
Yeah,
that you want to get.
that will go perfect with it. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6 and verse 34. It says, take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof.
Yeah.
All right? So what thought, like, why are you even thinking about the next year, man? If you don't even know if you're gonna get to see tomorrow.
Dang.
You know, the Lord could have it to where one of these crazies out here goes out celebrating the New Year's, shoots a couple shots in the air, and it lands through your roof and shoots you point blank in the middle of your temple, man.
Dang.
But you're out here, you know, thinking about the year to come. All right? You have enough things to worry about as of right now. You know, you got child support, you paying rent, you got a car note that's through the roof, gas is through the roof, food. All right? You barely making ends meet.
Yeah.
But you thinking about what you finna do in the next year.
Yeah. Hey, ultimately, Jake think that he can control the outcome.
Mm-hmm.
You see, ultimately, he's not remembering that the Lord has you in a certain lot, all the way down to the way you cut your hair,
Yeah.
all planned out for you. You know, the world gives you that freedom of choice type spirit. Like, I've been making the wrong decisions. This year I'm gonna make the right decisions, and I'm gonna get big.
Yeah.
That type of mentality. But when you come to the truth and reality of what the Heavenly Father has, is that it's a purging process that you're going through, the said trials, but yet leaning on Him, just like, any parent would want their kids to do.
That's how it is, man. So it's in vain for you to be even thinking about what you about to do in the year to come, when you got sufficient things on your plate right now.
Yeah, famine.
Yep.
World War III, invading troops. All right, you got still this climate lockdown coming. You got, the doing the way of the dollar. Everyone's juiced up and are outraged and mad. Killing you just for cutting them off. Don't care if they shooting little kids. Give this shit up already. Jake, give it up. This place is completely done. And you're help forwarding that, all right, by still holding on to this.
It's stupid, man. It's like you got a full plate of food in front of you. You haven't even touched it, but you thinking about what you about to eat tomorrow. It makes no sense, man. We don't understand, Jake.
Yeah.
All we can do to you is present to you this truth. And then the Lord, knows what He's about to do with you after that point,
Yeah.
But our main job is to present to you with this message, man.
Yeah.
We can go to that Ecclesiastes.
Yeah.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 1. It says, "Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not."
Yeah.
That's this moment, man. All right. Yes, you have inflation, and the job isn't paying you enough. Your woman's a damn demon, but it's nothing comparable to what is about to come in the midst of Jacob's trouble.
Damn.
Because you still can go out and get you a $5 Little Caesars pizza and stuff. Victuals are still cheap upon earth to where you find yourself in a good cause. So that right now is the moment, now that you still have time, while the gates of mercy are still open, for you to reach back, okay, to turn back, oh backsliding daughter, all right, and seek ye the Lord 10 times more, man.
Yeah.
While the prophets are still out on the highways and byways, while you can still find brothers on YouTube, okay, before the famine of the word takes place, man, ultimately before it's too late. It says, "Nor the years draw nigh when thou..."
Or it's a wrap and it's too late. That's the true New Year's resolution when you really consider what's happening in front of your eyes. All right, here it is. Your people are completely dogs and rooted in rebellion, and they're the low scum. They're literally scum of the earth.
It's like a barnacle,
A barnacle. And they don't want to hear the truth. So the Lord, being merciful, has to reset them a certain way, and that's removing their spirit out their body.
Yeah.
So considering all those things, you have to remember the Lord before these days get, as the brother's about to read, you got it.
That's right. Verse 2, it says, "While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain." Verse 3, it says, "In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble."
Yeah.
Right?
And who's the keepers of the house? These NASDAQ people. The people that are in charge of that's watching the money. They see, then they're trembling right now. That this place, once these banks, do what they do, is going to be a great recession.
Yeah.
A collapse. You got it.
Yeah, and just through the spirit right now, if you have an iPhone, if you go all the way to the left, it starts to show you the stock market. The Dow Jones is down 20 points. The Nasdaq is down 83 points.
Damn.
Apple is down 1.65.
That's right.
You know, so it's all declining, man.
Why do y'all about Shem Yahweh Shai?
How about Shem Yahweh Shai?
Yeah, it ain't about to be no Happy New Year's, man. That's what's coming to America right there. All right, the Lord is imploding this thing from the morals to the money system. You know, the scripture speaks of woe to him that is laden with thick clay, that I bought ya. And that's, man, Jake, you should be in that spirit, man, of watching this place go up. All right, because that whole system is where it's at right now, off your back, you know?
Yeah. That's right, Doc. You know, and in the world, the theme for the stock market is buy low, sell high. So basically right now would be a good point in time to buy into those stocks because they're low. But we're here to tell you that's in vain. It's not going to go back up high. You're not going to get a profit back on your purchase, man.
Yeah.
The best thing that you could buy for free is this truth.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that's going to yield a profitable margin. The only thing that's going to benefit you, man.
Yeah.
And it's got the best return on purchase ever.
Hey, and that's beautiful you said like that, because here it is, Jake. I got a couple friends, you know, that try to watch that, you know, real tough, and they always talk about around this time it usually does that. You know, no, but when has the infrastructure of you know, going completely cashless been around? That's the way it is right now. You see, they don't understand these prophecies. So ultimately, in the time when I told you so moment happens, you know, you're gonna be the one that's with your ass out.
Yeah,
you know, been focusing on all these other people piping to you the wrong words, pretending like they woke, you know, teach you how to eat good, but don't know nothing about the scriptures and what times you living in. All right.
And it's about to catch them like a thief in the night, man. They spent their time, you know, looking at the graphs. Oh, when it dips or when it has this pattern in the graph, you know, that's to no avail, man.
Nope.
That's a waste of your freaking time. All right, right now, if you're not locked into Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, all right, man, good luck.
Dang.
You don't got nothing nice coming to you in this year to come, man. All right, and I'm not just saying that, you know, uninformed. I'm saying that based off of what I'm seeing or what we're seeing in prophecy, man. The U.S. doesn't have a bright future according to prophecy.
No. And then the way it's gonna crumble is you see it happening.
Yeah.
This Bible speaks of it. You know how the soldiers gonna be spread out thin.
Mm-hmm.
You know, how the Lord said that He's gonna remove the army of the north. You know, and when you think about that happening, man, and how the Lord's doing that right now, this is the only thing that makes sense.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. This is verse 3. It says, "In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened."
Yeah, and don't think that the Lord is about to do that again. He already did it once, you know? So don't say He can't do it. During the time of the pandemic, that's exactly what happened. The grinding had ceased. And then it said those that look out the window tremble.
Yep. Yeah, that's how it happened. That's how I saw it.
Yeah.
Because I was working at the Cheesecake Factory at that time.
Yeah.
And it slowly stopped and stopped to eventually became to a complete stop. You know, it was, now we're not going to see a quarter of the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're not going to see half the restaurant. Now we're only going to seat the bar. You know what? Tomorrow, nobody show up, man. You know, the CVID took place and they laid everybody off, man. And eventually it's gonna be the same way, but more drastically, you know. But hey, man, Lord's will happen sooner than yesterday, if you get me. Because this place has sin upon sin built upon it, to where, you know, we desire the destruction of this place more than anything, man. And that's what we hope for, you know, the eve of destruction, man. that Lord's will, this be the year that we have to be upon earth, man. To see it being ruled in wickedness.
Yeah.
Because it's gotten nowhere good, man. The earth, the animals, the oceans, everything is in need of new management, man. Kind of.
It's a little more. It's a little
There's
more.
one more verse.
Yeah.
It says,
Read that 3 again.
in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened.
Yeah, meaning that there's no future for this place. It's soon gonna come to a reality, whether you like it or not.
That's right. And the doors. No, yeah, bro, that's beautiful. Even just looking at the agriculture, man, there isn't a bright future.
Yeah.
I believe it was until the year 2050 that we still have sufficient enough minerals in our soil to continue, making livestock. I mean, the agriculture, the plants, everything necessary to eat, man.
Yeah.
So this place has a dark future, man.
Yeah.
There is no sunny day out when you look out the window, but doom and gloom.
That's it.
Verse 4, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low.
Yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen. That the grinding is gonna cease again, and Jake, you're not gonna be able to be finding no doors to go through, to help you with that. And the daughters they're brought low for show. Just look at who your children emulate themselves after. There's Little Red and Cardi B. Nah, this place needs to be destroyed like yesterday, like the brother said.
Yeah, man. Even in the early 2000s, they still, the women were still speaking about at least, love and heartbreak.
Yeah.
Things like that. But now it's all very profane and explicit lyrics.
Disgusting.
Things that, make you want to spiritually throw up. Because they're pushing out the vibration of harlots onto our daughters, man.
Yeah.
The explicit acts that these women are promoting and rapping about are things that harlots do, man.
Yeah.
When you really break it down, you look at what they're talking about. That's what a harlot does, and that's what they are trying to turn our daughters into.
Yep.
Nothing but harlots and women to freak off to and dispose of like a glove, man.
Yeah. OJ glove.
Yeah. It says, also, when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and the fears shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden.
Yeah. Here you go.
And desire shall fail, because man goeth to his long home, and the mourners go about the streets.
Yeah, it's gonna be a famine coming to America. That's what the New Year's resolution is. Matter of fact, the elder Muatazai did a lesson on this TV show, and the one that guessed right as far as the future and what she expected was the one that predicted a Black Swan event. That's what you could forward to, things of that nature.
That's right, man. You like I said earlier, you look at the window, it's dark. Ain't nothing of positivity or good coming towards this way. All right, the rest of the nations are angry at the horde, and they want revenge. They're mad that America made them drink of that cup, and they're gonna get their revenge, man.
That's it.
I think that was it.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So yeah, that's it. We didn't want to make it go too long. Just the simple fact of remembering our Creator as touching New Year's. You know, focus on the things that's gonna be beneficial to your salvation instead of to your flesh. You know, and to the best of your ability, you know, continue to rehearse these righteous acts. That's all you can do.
That's right.
You know, so with that being said, Lord brother, this was edifying. We want to give double honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect, and end off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Shalom, shalom.
Hey, that was a smooth.